Hello, beautiful soul. I'm so glad you're here with me today. There's something so precious about this moment we're sharing together, and I want you to know that your presence here is no accident. You've been drawn to this message because somewhere deep inside, you know there's another way to live, a gentler way, a way that doesn't require you to push and struggle and chase after everything you want in life. I feel your tiredness. I sense the weight you've been carrying, trying so hard to make things happen, to force doors open, to convince the universe that you're worthy of good things. And oh, how my heart goes out to you, because I've been exactly where you are. I've spent years running after love, chasing success, grasping for happiness like it was something outside of me that I had to capture and hold tight. But what if I told you that everything you've been chasing is already yours? What if the universe has been trying to give you exactly what you need, but your chasing has been pushing it away? What if the very act of pursuing with such intensity has been creating the distance between you and your dreams? Today, we're going to explore a beautiful truth that changed my life completely. We're going to discover how to stop the exhausting chase and instead open ourselves to receive the abundant gifts that are waiting for us. We're going to learn the art of allowing, the grace of receiving, and the profound peace that comes when we finally understand that we don't have to earn our good. You are safe here with me. You are loved exactly as you are right now, and you are about to discover that the universe has been conspiring in your favor all along. Let yourself relax into this knowing. Let yourself be held by the love that surrounds you always. Your journey of allowing begins now, and it begins with the beautiful recognition that you are already enough. The truth is, so many of us have learned to chase because we've been taught that love, success, and happiness are scarce resources that we must compete for. We've been conditioned to believe that if we don't push hard enough, if we don't prove ourselves worthy enough, if we don't chase fast enough, someone else will get what was meant for us. This belief has created a world full of tired souls, running on empty, wondering why life feels so hard. Think about a time when you wanted something so badly that you could think of nothing else. Perhaps it was a relationship, a job, a certain amount of money, or simply peace of mind. Notice how that wanting felt in your body. Was there tightness in your chest, tension in your shoulders, a knot in your stomach? This is what happens when we move into chasing energy. Our bodies become contracted, our minds become obsessed, and our spirits become depleted. When we chase, we're operating from a place of lack. We're telling the universe, I don't have what I need and I'm afraid I never will, so I must grab and grasp and force things to happen. This energy of desperation actually repels the very things we want most. It's like trying to catch a butterfly by running after it with a net. The more aggressively you pursue it, the faster it flies away. The chasing mindset often begins in childhood. Many of us learned early that love was conditional, that we had to perform, achieve, or be perfect to receive approval and affection. We discovered that our worth was tied to what we could do, not who we were. So we developed this internal program that says, I must work harder, try harder, be better, do more, in order to deserve good things. This programming runs so deep that even when we're adults, even when we intellectually understand that we deserve love and abundance, our nervous system is still operating from that old pattern of chase or lose. We feel this urgency, this constant pressure to make things happen, to prove ourselves, to earn our place in the world. But chasing is exhausting, isn't it? It's like swimming upstream against a powerful current. You might make some progress, but you'll arrive at your destination depleted, tired, and often resentful. You'll wonder why everything has to be so hard, why other people seem to have it easier, why life feels like such a struggle. The beautiful truth is that struggling is optional. The chase is a choice, even though it might not feel like one. We can choose to step out of that frantic energy and into something much more graceful and effective. We can choose to work with the current of life instead of against it. When we're in chasing mode, we're also sending mixed messages to the universe. On one hand, we're saying we want something, but on the other hand, we're saying we don't trust that it will come to us naturally. We're saying we believe in abundance, but our actions show that we believe in scarcity. This internal conflict creates resistance, and resistance blocks the flow of good things into our lives. The energy of chasing also keeps us focused on what we don't have rather than what we do have. When we're constantly running after something, we can't see the gifts that are already present in our lives. We miss the small miracles, the everyday abundance, the love that's already surrounding us. We become so fixated on the destination that we forget to notice the beauty of the journey. Many of us have been told that if we're not struggling, we're not trying hard enough. We've been taught that anything worthwhile requires sacrifice, pain, and endless effort. But what if that's not true? What if ease and flow are actually signs that we're aligned with our highest good? What if the universe wants to support us, not test us? The universe is not a stingy parent withholding treats until we've been good enough. The universe is not a harsh teacher making us prove our worth through suffering. The universe is pure love, infinite abundance, and unlimited possibility. It wants to give us everything our hearts truly desire, not because we've earned it, but because giving is its nature. Think of the sun for a moment. Does the sun work hard to shine? Does it struggle to provide warmth and light to the earth? No, shining is simply what the sun does. It's the sun's nature to give light freely, abundantly, without conditions or requirements. The sun doesn't ask the flowers to prove they deserve sunshine before it offers its rays. This is how the universe operates. Giving is its nature. Abundance is its default setting. Love is its essence. The universe wants to shower you with blessings, not because you've jumped through enough hoops, but because blessing you brings the universe joy. When you receive good things, you're not taking away from anyone else. You're actually allowing the universe to express its loving nature through you. But somewhere along the way, we've forgotten this truth. We've been taught to believe that good things are limited, that there's only so much love to go around, only so much success available, only so much happiness to be shared. This scarcity thinking keeps us trapped in the chase, always feeling like we need to grab our piece before someone else takes it. The reality is that the universe operates from infinite abundance. There is enough love for everyone. There is enough success for everyone. There is enough joy, peace, prosperity, and fulfillment for every single person on this planet. When someone else receives good things, it doesn't diminish what's available for you. In fact, it proves that good things are flowing, and if they can receive, so can you. The universe is also incredibly intelligent and loving in how it delivers our good. It knows exactly what we need, when we need it, and how we need to receive it for our highest good. Sometimes what we think we want isn't actually what would serve us best, and the universe, in its wisdom, has something even better in store for us. When we're chasing, we're often attached to specific outcomes, specific timelines, specific ways that our good must show up. But this attachment limits the universe's ability to surprise and delight us. It's like ordering from a restaurant menu and then going into the kitchen to tell the chef exactly how to prepare your meal. You might get what you asked for, but you'll miss out on the chef's creative touches that could have made the dish extraordinary. The universe wants to give you more than you can even imagine for yourself. It wants to exceed your expectations, to bring you gifts that are perfectly tailored to your soul's journey, to open doors you didn't even know existed. But to receive these miraculous gifts, we need to step out of the chase and into a state of open, receptive allowing. This doesn't mean becoming passive or giving up on your dreams. It means shifting from forcing to flowing, from demanding to requesting, from grasping to receiving. It means trusting that the universe is always working in your favor, even when you can't see how. When we stop chasing and start allowing, we create space for miracles to unfold. We become available to receive the guidance, opportunities, and support that have been trying to reach us all along. We align ourselves with the natural flow of abundance that is our birthright. The universe has been waiting patiently for you to slow down, to breathe deeply, to open your hands and your heart. It has so many beautiful gifts prepared for you, gifts that are specifically designed for your unique path and purpose. All you need to do is create the space to receive them. Learning to let go is perhaps one of the most challenging yet liberating things we can do as human beings. Our minds have been trained to believe that control equals safety, that if we can just manage every detail of our lives, we can prevent pain and guarantee good outcomes. But this illusion of control is actually what keeps us stuck in patterns of struggle and limitation. True letting go is not about giving up on your dreams or becoming passive about your life. It's about releasing your death grip on how things must unfold and opening yourself to possibilities that are far greater than what your limited human perspective can imagine. It's about trusting that there is a loving intelligence at work in your life that sees the bigger picture and knows the perfect timing for everything. When we hold on too tightly to our desires, we actually create resistance around them. It's like trying to hold water in your hands with your fists clenched. The tighter you squeeze, the more it slips through your fingers. But when you cup your hands gently, the water stays. This is the energy of allowing. This is the power of receptive letting go. Many people fear that letting go means they don't care enough about their dreams or that they're settling for less than they deserve. But the opposite is true. When you let go, you're actually demonstrating the highest level of faith in your dreams. You're saying to the universe, I trust you to bring this to me in the perfect way and perfect timing. I trust that what's meant for me will not pass me by. The fear of letting go often stems from past experiences where we felt powerless or abandoned. Maybe as a child, someone important left your life, and you learned that if you don't hold on tight, people will disappear. Maybe you experienced loss or disappointment that taught you that life is unpredictable and unsafe. These experiences created a survival mechanism that says, I must control everything or bad things will happen. But control is just an illusion anyway. Think about all the things in your life that you have absolutely no control over. You can't control the weather, other people's choices, the stock market, or when someone will call you back. You can't control traffic, natural disasters, or whether someone will love you the way you want to be loved. The more you try to control these uncontrollable things, the more frustrated and exhausted you become. What you can control is your response to life. You can control your thoughts, your attitudes, your choices, and your energy. You can control how open or closed you are to receiving good things. You can control whether you approach life with fear or love, with resistance or acceptance, with rigidity or flexibility. Letting go begins with the recognition that your current way of holding on isn't working anyway. If forcing and controlling were going to bring you what you want, it would have happened already. The very fact that you're still struggling suggests that it's time to try a different approach. It's time to soften your grip and see what happens when you stop working so hard to make things happen. Surrender is not defeat. Surrender is alignment. When you surrender, you're not giving up your power. You're actually stepping into a much greater power than your individual will could ever provide. You're tapping into the infinite intelligence and love of the universe. You're becoming a partner with life instead of fighting against it. The process of letting go happens in layers. You might think you've released something completely, only to discover that you're still holding on in some subtle way. This is perfectly normal and natural. Be patient and gentle with yourself as you learn this new way of being. Each time you catch yourself gripping tightly, simply breathe and soften. Each time you notice yourself trying to force an outcome, pause and remember that there's another way. One of the most powerful ways to practice letting go is through your breath. Your breath is always available to you as a tool for release and relaxation. When you feel yourself tightening up around a situation, take a deep breath in and imagine breathing in peace and trust. Then as you exhale, imagine releasing all the tension, all the need to control, all the fear about how things will work out. You can also practice letting go through your body. Notice where you hold tension when you're trying to control something. Maybe your shoulders creep up toward your ears, or your jaw clenches, or your stomach tightens. Consciously relax these areas. Let your shoulders drop, soften your jaw, release your belly. As your body relaxes, your mind will follow. Another beautiful practice is to write down what you're trying to control and then ceremonially release it. You might write a letter to the universe expressing your desires and then burn it, symbolically giving your dreams over to a higher power. Or you might write your worries on pieces of paper and throw them into a river, watching them float away. These physical acts of release can be incredibly powerful for your subconscious mind. When you let go, you create space. Space for new possibilities, space for unexpected solutions, space for miracles to enter your life. When your hands are full of what you're trying to control, there's no room for the universe to place new gifts in them. But when you open your hands, when you create spaciousness in your life, you become available to receive so much more than you were capable of creating on your own. Stillness is the birthplace of miracles. In our busy, noisy world, we've forgotten the profound power that exists in quiet moments of simply being. We've become addicted to doing, to moving, to constant activity, thinking that motion equals progress. But sometimes the most powerful thing we can do is nothing at all. When you create spaces of stillness in your life, you're not being lazy or unproductive. You're actually becoming receptive to the subtle guidance and opportunities that are always trying to reach you. In the silence, you can hear the whispers of your intuition. In the quiet, you can feel the gentle nudges from the universe pointing you toward your next right step. Think of stillness like fertile soil. A farmer doesn't dig up the seeds every day to check if they're growing. The farmer plants the seeds, waters them, and then allows the earth to do its work. In the dark, quiet soil, miracles of growth are happening that can't be seen or forced. This is what happens when you create stillness in your life. You're providing the perfect environment for your dreams to take root and flourish. Many of us are afraid of stillness because we're afraid of what we might discover in the silence. We keep ourselves busy and distracted because we don't want to face our fears, our sadness, or our deeper longings. But what we often find in stillness is not something to be afraid of, but something to be grateful for. We find peace, we find clarity, we find the loving presence that has been with us all along. Stillness doesn't have to mean sitting in meditation for hours, although that can be beautiful if it calls to you. Stillness can be found in many simple ways. It might be sitting quietly with your morning coffee before anyone else in the house wakes up. It might be taking a slow walk in nature without your phone. It might be lying in bed for a few extra minutes before you start your day, just breathing and setting an intention for how you want to feel. The key is to create regular moments in your life where you're not trying to accomplish anything, where you're not solving problems or making plans or checking items off your list. You're simply being present with yourself and open to whatever wants to emerge. These moments of receptive stillness are like opening a direct line of communication with the universe. When you're constantly in motion, constantly busy, constantly focused on the next thing you need to do, you're operating from your limited human perspective. But when you slow down and become still, you connect with the infinite intelligence that knows so much more than your thinking mind could ever figure out. You become available to receive downloads of inspiration, clarity, and guidance that can transform your entire approach to life. Receptive energy is magnetic energy. When you're in a state of open, peaceful receptivity, you naturally draw good things toward you. Think about people you know who have this quality. They're not necessarily the ones working the hardest or pushing the most, but somehow opportunities seem to find them. People want to help them. Doors open for them in unexpected ways. This is the power of receptive energy. Receptive energy is soft but not weak. It's open but not vulnerable. It's trusting but not naive. When you're in this state, you're like a flower that naturally attracts bees. You don't have to chase the bees or convince them to come to you. Your very essence, your natural fragrance, draws them to you effortlessly. One of the simplest ways to cultivate receptive energy is through gratitude. When you focus on appreciating what you already have, you're telling the universe that you're a good receiver. You're demonstrating that you notice and value the gifts that come your way. This makes the universe want to give you even more to appreciate. Another way to open to receiving is to practice saying yes to small good things throughout your day. When someone offers to help you carry something, say yes. When a friend wants to treat you to coffee, say yes. When someone gives you a compliment, say thank you instead of deflecting it. These small acts of receiving train your nervous system to be comfortable with good things flowing to you. You can also practice receptive energy by paying attention to your body language and the messages it sends. When you're closed off to receiving, your body might be crossed, hunched, or tense. Practice opening your posture. Uncross your arms, lift your chest, relax your shoulders. Physically opening your body helps you energetically open to receive. Within you right now is a powerful magnet that can attract everything you desire. This magnet isn't made of metal. It's made of your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs all working together in harmony. When these three aspects of yourself are aligned and pointing in the same direction, you become irresistibly attractive to your good. Most people don't realize that they're sending mixed signals to the universe all day long. With their thoughts, they might be saying, "I want abundance," but with their feelings, they're experiencing fear and lack. With their words, they might be affirming success, but with their beliefs, they're convinced that good things only happen to other people. This internal conflict creates static in your magnetic field, making it difficult for your desires to find you. True alignment happens when your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs are all vibrating at the same frequency as what you want to attract. It's like tuning a radio to a specific station. When you're perfectly tuned to the frequency of love, you'll receive more love. When you're tuned to the frequency of abundance, you'll receive more abundance. When you're tuned to the frequency of joy, you'll receive more reasons to be joyful. Your thoughts are like seeds that you plant in the garden of your consciousness. Whatever you think about consistently will eventually grow into your reality. If you're constantly thinking thoughts of worry, lack, and limitation, you're planting those seeds, and they will produce a harvest of experiences that match those thoughts. But when you deliberately choose thoughts of love, abundance, and possibility, you're planting seeds that will bloom into beautiful experiences. Your feelings are the water that nourishes whatever seeds you've planted with your thoughts. Feelings are incredibly powerful because they carry emotional charge, and emotion is the fuel that manifests thoughts into reality. When you can align your feelings with your desired thoughts, You're creating the perfect growing conditions for your dreams. Your beliefs are like the soil in which everything grows. If your soil is contaminated with old beliefs about unworthiness, scarcity, or limitation, even the most beautiful seeds may struggle to flourish. But when you heal and upgrade your beliefs to align with the truth of your magnificence and the abundance of the universe, you create rich, fertile ground for miracles to grow. The mind and body are not separate entities. They're intimately connected in a constant dance of communication. Your thoughts create chemical reactions in your body, and the state of your body influences the quality of your thoughts. When you understand this connection, you can use your body to help shift your thoughts and use your thoughts to help heal and energize your body. When you think thoughts of fear, your body produces stress hormones that make you feel tense, anxious, and closed off. When you think thoughts of love and gratitude, your body produces feel-good chemicals that make you feel relaxed, happy, and open. This is why changing your thoughts can literally change how you feel in your body, and changing how you treat your body can shift your mental and emotional state. To become a powerful magnet for your desires, pay attention to both your mental and physical state throughout the day. Notice when your thoughts drift toward lack or limitation, and gently redirect them toward abundance and possibility. Notice when your body feels contracted or tense, and consciously breathe and relax. The more you can maintain this alignment between mind and body, the stronger your magnetic field becomes. Now let's explore some beautiful, gentle practices that will help you embody this new way of being. These aren't complicated techniques that require years of study. They're simple, loving actions you can begin today that will gradually shift your energy from chasing to allowing, from forcing to flowing. The first practice is what I call the morning allowance ritual. Each morning, before you check your phone or dive into your daily tasks, take just 5 minutes to set your intention for receiving. Sit quietly, place your hands on your heart, and simply say, I am open to receive all the good that the universe has for me today. I allow myself to be surprised by love, opportunities, and unexpected blessings. This simple practice signals to your subconscious mind that you're ready to receive, and it helps you start your day from a place of openness rather than effort. Throughout your day, practice what I call the pause and soften technique. Whenever you notice yourself tensing up, rushing, or trying to force something to happen, simply pause. Take 3 deep breaths and consciously soften your body. Relax your shoulders, unclench your jaw, and release any tension you're holding. As you soften your body, say to yourself, I trust that everything is working out for my highest good. I allow the perfect solution to come to me easily and effortlessly. Another powerful practice is gratitude journaling, but with a specific focus on what you've received rather than what you've achieved. Each evening, write down 3 things that came to you during the day without you having to chase or force them. Maybe someone smiled at you unexpectedly, or you found a perfect parking space, or you received a helpful phone call. These might seem like small things, but recognizing them trains your mind to notice how much is already flowing to you naturally. Mirror work is one of the most transformative practices you can embrace. Stand in front of your mirror, look into your own eyes with love and compassion, and speak kindly to yourself. You might say, I love and accept you exactly as you are. You are worthy of receiving all good things. You don't have to earn love. You don't have to prove your worth. You are enough right now, just as you are. This practice helps heal the deep-seated beliefs that make us feel we have to chase after love and approval. Create a receiving meditation practice where you simply sit quietly and imagine yourself as a beautiful, open flower. Visualize golden light from the universe flowing down into your crown and filling your entire being with love, abundance, and peace. Don't try to make anything happen. Just allow yourself to receive this loving energy. Practice this for even just 5 minutes a day, and you'll begin to feel the shift in your energy field. Practice saying yes to compliments and offers of help. So many of us automatically deflect kind words or refuse assistance because we don't feel worthy of receiving them. When someone offers to carry your groceries, say yes. When someone tells you that you look nice, say thank you instead of dismissing the compliment. These small acts of receiving train your nervous system to be comfortable with good things flowing into your life. One beautiful exercise is to write letters to the universe expressing your gratitude for things you desire as if you've already received them. Write, "Thank you, universe, for the loving relationship that fills my heart with joy." Or, "Thank you for the financial abundance that allows me to live peacefully and generously." This practice helps you align with the feeling of having what you want, which is the magnetic frequency that attracts it to you. Create space in your physical environment that represents your openness to receive. This might be a beautiful bowl on your table that you keep empty as a symbol of your readiness to receive abundance. Or you might clear out a drawer or closet space as a way of making room for new good things to enter your life. Your external environment reflects and influences your internal state, so creating physical space helps create energetic space. Even with all these beautiful practices and understanding, there will be moments when doubt creeps into your awareness. This is completely natural and human. The key is not to judge yourself for having doubts, but to recognize them as old programming trying to keep you safe in familiar patterns, even if those patterns don't serve you anymore. When you find yourself wondering if this allowing approach really works, remember that doubt is just fear wearing a mask of rationality. Your mind might say things like, "This is too good to be true," or "Other people can receive easily, but not me," or "I need to do something or nothing will happen." These thoughts feel so real and urgent, but they're just echoes from old experiences and learned beliefs. The first thing to do when doubt arises is to breathe and be gentle with yourself. Don't try to fight the doubt or push it away. Instead, acknowledge it with compassion. You might say to yourself, "I notice that I'm feeling doubtful right now, and that's okay. This is just my old programming trying to protect me. I can feel the doubt and still choose to trust." Remember that healing and transformation don't happen in a straight line. You might have days when allowing feels natural and easy, followed by days when you slip back into old patterns of chasing and forcing. This doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong or that you're not making progress. It means you're human, and change takes time and patience. When impatience arises, remind yourself that the universe operates on divine timing, not human timing. What might seem like delay to you could be perfect preparation time for you to be ready to receive what you've asked for. Sometimes we need to grow into our desires. Sometimes circumstances need to align in ways we can't see. Sometimes what we think we want needs to be refined into something even better before it can manifest. Trust is like a muscle that gets stronger with practice. Every time you choose to trust instead of worry, every time you choose to allow instead of force, every time you choose love instead of fear, you're strengthening your trust muscle. Start with small things. Trust that you'll find a parking space. Trust that the right words will come to you in conversation. Trust that you'll wake up at the right time. As you practice trusting with small things, you'll naturally develop more trust with bigger things. When fear about the future arises, bring yourself back to the present moment. The present moment is the only place where you have any real power anyway. In this moment, right now, you are safe. In this moment, you are loved. In this moment, you have everything you need. When you anchor yourself in the present moment, fear loses its grip on you because fear can only exist when you're projecting into an uncertain future. Create what I call a trust bank account by keeping a journal of all the times things worked out for you, even when you couldn't see how they would. Write down the times when doors closed that led to better doors opening. Record the instances when what seemed like bad news turned out to be redirection towards something wonderful. When doubt creeps in, read through these entries to remind yourself that you've been guided and supported throughout your entire life. Living in the flow means becoming sensitive to the subtle currents of life and learning to move with them rather than against them. It means recognizing the difference between inspired action and forced action. It means paying attention to the signs and synchronicities that are constantly pointing you toward your highest good. When you're living in flow, action feels effortless and energizing rather than draining and difficult. You'll find yourself thinking of someone just before they call you. You'll discover exactly the information you need appearing at exactly the right moment. You'll notice that doors open easily when you're moving in the right direction, and obstacles appear when you're heading down a path that isn't meant for you. The flow state feels like being carried by a gentle current in a river. You're still participating, still making choices about which direction to face and how to navigate, but you're not fighting against the water. You're working with the natural movement of life rather than exhausting yourself trying to swim upstream. Learning to recognize inspired action versus forced action is crucial for flow living. Inspired action feels light, exciting, and energizing. Even if it's challenging, there's a quality of rightness about it. You feel drawn to take this action rather than pressured or obligated. Forced action feels heavy, effortful, and draining. You take it because you think you should, not because you're inspired to. Start paying attention to the subtle guidance that's always available to you. This might come through your intuition, through synchronicities, through other people, or through what seem like random events that point you in a certain direction. The more you acknowledge and follow these gentle nudges, the stronger your connection to this guidance becomes. Flow living also means being willing to change course when life is guiding you in a new direction. Sometimes what we thought we wanted evolves into something different. Sometimes opportunities arise that we never could have planned for. When you're committed to flow rather than attached to specific outcomes, you can ride these waves of change with grace and excitement rather than resistance and fear. Create rhythms in your life that support flow. This might mean scheduling regular periods of rest and reflection, spending time in nature, or engaging in activities that bring you joy without any goal other than the pleasure of doing them. When you honor your natural rhythms instead of forcing yourself to be productive all the time, you create space for inspiration and guidance to emerge. Practice following your curiosity and interest without needing to know where they'll lead. If you feel drawn to take a certain class, explore a new hobby, or reach out to someone you haven't spoken to in years, follow that impulse. Often these seemingly random interests are actually guidance in disguise, leading you toward opportunities and connections that will enrich your life in unexpected ways. As we come to the end of our time together, I want you to know that you are stepping into a completely new way of being in the world. You are choosing love over fear, trust over control, allowing over forcing. This is not just a small adjustment to your life. This is a fundamental transformation in how you relate to yourself, to others, and to the universe itself. You now understand that you don't have to chase after your good because your good is already chasing after you. You know that the universe is not withholding anything from you, but is constantly trying to shower you with blessings. You've learned that your job is not to make things happen, but to create space for the miracles that want to unfold in your life. This journey of allowing will continue to deepen and expand as you practice these new ways of being. Some days will feel easier than others. Some moments you'll remember to trust and allow. And other moments you'll slip back into old patterns of pushing and striving. All of this is perfectly normal and beautiful. You're rewiring lifelong patterns, and that takes patience and compassion with yourself. Remember that every small step toward allowing is a victory worth celebrating. Every moment you choose trust over fear, every breath where you soften instead of tighten, every time you say yes to receiving instead of deflecting good things away from you, all of these moments are creating profound shifts in your energy and your life. The universe has been waiting so patiently for you to understand this truth. You are loved beyond measure. You are worthy of all good things, and you don't have to earn or chase or prove your way to happiness. Your worthiness is built into the very fabric of your being. Your good is not somewhere out there waiting for you to become good enough to deserve it. Your good is right here, right now, surrounding you with love and looking for every opportunity to express itself in your life. Trust this process. Trust your own beautiful heart. Trust that as you soften and open and allow, life will meet you with such tenderness and generosity that you'll wonder why you ever thought you had to work so hard for love. The universe is conspiring in your favor always, and now you know how to let it help you. Take this knowing with you into each new day. Let it be your anchor when storms of doubt arise. Let it be your compass when you're not sure which way to turn. You are safe, you are loved, and you are free to receive all the abundance that is your birthright. The universe awaits your open heart, your willing hands, your trusting spirit. Stop chasing, beautiful soul, and let your good find you.